Hey everyone, this is Keith Scott from out in Sydney, Australia. I'm one of the voices of Bullwinkle J. Moose. It's time to watch Relentless and Unstoppable. And so give it up for your main hosts, Douglas Kenny and Andy McPhee.
Hey everybody, this is Doug Kenny and welcome to Relentless and Unstoppable. We have another amazing guest coming on the channel today, so please hit like and subscribe. And after this episode, please stay tuned to the RNU channel for more amazing guests. Let's get this on!
Hey everybody, how you doing? Just a quick little share of why I started Relentless and Unstoppable. It was for one very simple reason, because of Doug Kenny. Nothing to do with me at all, zero. I was just coaching Doug, and he took on the coaching and mentoring, and he made all the changes. He took all the suggestions from his parents as well as my coaching, but it was all about Doug, his breakthrough and his weight loss, his willingness to accept that he is dealing with high functioning autism and other issues, but he's never quit, he's never given up. So we did one interview with him to share his story, and then we decided to start interviewing other people, and Doug has now taken over the whole channel, and he does all the interviews, he runs everything. He's just an amazing young man. So RNU was born from simply what an amazing young man Doug is, and his story needed to be shared. Yeah, you know what you just said then, no one knows what it takes for what they went through to get where they are, which is pretty much why we started this Relentless and Unstoppable, is exactly what you said, you know, like even taking your story out of the ring and just your whole life, what you shared a bit about, you know, your childhood and the anger and, you know, I'm not going to be told what to do. And, you know, you held on to that, but you went through a lot to get where you are now. And all those people along the way obviously helped form, you know, who you're to become, but especially your partner now, someone who's, you know, not in that world of the fighting, the boxing, just someone who's gentle and just let you be who you are, but you knew she was there to fully support you the whole time, which is just really, really amazing.
Well, you know, thankful enough, she's Australian.
Oh, that's why, mate. See, there you go. That's why.
She's Australian, and she's a direct descendant of Ned Kelly.
Oh, is she? Oh, well, then you don't mess with her.
So, but you know, I'm very, you know, I've had a lot of partners prior to meeting her, and you know, my theory was, you got to try a lot of shoes before you find the right pair. You can't walk around in flip flops or fucking gumboots all the rest of your life, and then you know, we still love each other as much as we did. I knew before I met her I was going to marry her. The moment I saw her in one of her parents' shops, there and you know, the rag trade and that, I knew when I first spotted her, I knew I was going to marry her. And,
that's funny. So good.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a funny story. You let me ride, and Doug will find a photo of it because I already found one, of you and your Harley, those ape hangers. Those ape hangers would have to be the tallest ape hangers in the world, right? Because you're a pretty big guy, and when you're on them, your arms are stretched right up. So when we met and we became friends, you said, "Oh, you want to ride?" I went, "Yeah, I'll take it for a ride." And so I get on this thing, and I'm 6'6". So when I'm on it, my arms were stretched to the limit. And I remember as I took off, my son was filming it on his phone or his iPad. And when I got back, I said, "Hey mate," I said, "these brakes aren't the best." And then you replayed the iPad, and as I took off, you hear you going, "I forgot to tell your dad the brakes don't work."
I still have that bike today.
You still got it, mate.
I still got it. I've acquired quite a few bikes now. I've got nine bikes all up. But yeah, no, that's still my favourite. It's a old 78 FXE shovel. It's got 30-inch bars with 2-inch risers.
Send it to us. Yeah, that would be great.
Oh, it's a great bike, Doug. Seriously, look, Doug. Since you I you know, me and Steve haven't seen each other for a while, so it's good for you to hear a bit of the stories. Doug, by all means, you know, jump in now and you know, ask you know. some questions,
Yeah, and
mate.
I'll try and find a photo, and then I'll send it. I
Yeah,
do have
send it to
photos.
Doug, and he'll put it on the group, mate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Geez, I need
So,
my glasses.
Pete, I have a question, which is, you said that for a period of time you could only speak Maori. What's your connection with the Maori?
I'm born and bred Maori. My father was a full-blooded Maori. My mum was three-quarter Maori. Also Welsh. My real mother, Welsh, and I believe her mother was a lady by the name of Puti Puti Hayes, whose father was a sailor, a whaler from Wales. Now we believe that there's a gentleman back in the days. He was a pirate in the Southern Seas. A gentleman by the name of Bully Hayes. My older cousins, seem to think that he was our great granddad. So
Wow,
and
interesting.
yeah, so and there's like but he is a real live true pirate. But when there was no shortage of whales, or when they were in the season, he'd go and suppose knock off ships and that, back in the day.
Huh.
And so yeah, and
So that's where you got it from, mate, right? That's where you got it from.
Must have been. I don't know, but yeah, I've owned a
You
couple
make
of
a
boats.
good pirate.
I
You'd make a good pirate.
yeah, and a lot of the history has sort of come back in the last few years. Just discovering what we call Māori call whakapapa, which is genealogy. I've learned quite a lot in the last 30 years I've been home. I've been home in New Zealand for 30 years, trouble-free. I own and operate a boxing gym with my wife and children. Since starting my boxing tent, three of my boys have moved to Australia, and they live over there now.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, a couple of them in their own businesses and that, painter, decorator, building that. And so I've got one son here while I'm away filming. I've been in the film industry for 21 years, I think, making movies and that's how I met you and your son, Cody.
Yeah, that's right.
While I'm away working in film, my sons and daughter, my oldest daughter, she used to run our boxing gym, and she's very, very good. I had a guy here from Australia who was one of my trainers, and over a 12-month period, we had we had at least 30 plus teenage youngsters training 2-3 nights a week in our gym. But
Great.
Because I was so busy in the film industry, going away working, one of the guys we had, he used to beat them up. He's a fathead prick anyway, but he used to he sort of took over, helped train the kids. But then when I got back, my gym was empty. So after 3-4 months, so I went around and asked these young fellas what happened. I asked my daughter, "Where's everyone gone?" He said, "Oh, Tony used to beat them all up and during sparring and that." And so they left. So I'd asked them. I went around and asked them, and got them to come back to the gym. And I said to the young fella, "Tony, I don't need you to, get these kids and beat them up. You're not here to be a bully and that." I said, yeah. And he goes, "Oh," he gave me some bullshit excuse. Anyway, the next time we opened the gym, him and his dad came in, and they weren't very nice. So my daughter and I ended up giving them a hiding, and yeah. But because I've been away a lot, and my daughter's been having babies and that, and my son, he he enjoys pig hunting and riding motorbikes. So my gym's been pretty dormant for a while. I still own and operate it, but it's not to the capacity that we had. And it's an academy, a sports academy. So we have rugby league, rugby union, touch football, softball, netball, volleyball, whatever sports the youth want to play. I open up a club and I support it. So it's Box On Sports Academy is the name of our family business. Yeah, I still try and get there every morning and train.
That's amazing. And is your daughter still involved in boxing at all in the gym, or no?
No, well, she has 3 children now. So,
wow.
Yeah, but she's still involved with our other aspects of like rugby league. She manages rugby league. She plays rugby league herself for our district. And my other daughter, she's got a lot to do with training, but she's got a busy lifestyle too.
I'll tell you what, it's probably the friends all get kept in line. Or I don't know if she's married at all, or but you'd want to have you want to behave yourself around her, because I know how big you are, mate, and for your daughter to stand behind you and take on someone else, that's the two of you fighting that far the relationship, mate.
My boys are very, very handy. I banned them from fighting about 8 years ago. I banned them from boxing and competing because over the years, a lot of the guys I've met overseas and fought with overseas have passed away from aneurysms and brain tumors and that.
Oh, wow.
When I said to my sons, I don't want you boxing, they were pretty upset, and they go, well, what are we training for? And I said, well, at least I know you'll be safe on the streets, because we have, I think, 38 gangs here where I live, biker gangs and street gangs and stuff. So, and my sons are very well known, and are very well, very, very well behaved, very well respected, and I'm very proud of them. They're not kids or young fellas that go out being a nuisance and carrying on. Not one of them have been arrested for anything. They're all grown men now.
No, that's great.
I was a kid from the age of 6. I think I was in and out of the system. So I'm very grateful to my wife for bringing up my children that way, and making me just indirectly behave myself.